Well, good morning, everybody. It's the 9th of March, Friday morning here in the Philippines. And what you're looking at is, of course, my compost rows in the banana field here, and then, of course, in the mango field by the road there. And if you can see some of the mango trees, wow, the production of new stems and leaves and everything else is just pretty well going wild here. And it's kind of nice to see after all the pruning I did. Not as much going on here, even though we're getting some. But like I said, I'm still learning and probably going to do a little bit more cutting back on some of these trees, realizing I should have no doubt taken more wood out than I initially did. As you can see here, we've torn apart these two bean rows here. I call this garden field number 3 right here. The wood bamboo that's laying there rotted out, and this pretty well all fell down. So Doro, actually what we did was take some of the posts, the metal posts from here, because this was more or less a canopy covering, but the beans didn't flourish as well. They flourished much better with everything down the middle and then angling the beans up and growing like that. I had much better production. So changing this one over, we added the metal poles here along with the fencing and that, and then took this and put it down the middle with the metal poles. I'm going to have Doro raise it up. It's actually too low. It should be up near the top of the metal poles here, the fencing, and have them do that probably today. So we're starting on basically what this is, starting preparation for the next growing season. We'll come through, and the first thing we're going to do is weed all this out, take all the weeds out, and then hand turn the soil in both these rows. Then I add the compost, and then I take because it's going to come up as chunks here, and add the compost to it, and then take a digger and kind of hand dig around to mix it, the compost, in with the soil, and then basically leave her sit. This kind of airs it out too, gets some of that clay that's in there towards the surface where it'll break up and get it ready for planting. This is kind of the procedure I've gone through every year here after we harvest some of the crops, is when we're done, to get all the different trellises set for the next season. And because you never, like I said, after 2017, when we had the year of the rain, you can never tell if all at once the weather's going to turn, and what in the middle of a drought turn back into a rainy season again. This has really been an odd couple years here that do not at all follow the pattern that we got used to the first 4 years we were up here, and that the pattern was pretty well established. 2017 completely destroyed it, and 2018 went the other way with the drought, and it's like, wow. So what's 2019 going to hold here? It's going to be interesting, but I want to get all the garden fields prepared here and set so that we're pretty well ready for what's ever happening and that. So oh golly, it's you know, when you think you got it all figured out, the good Lord throws a wrench in the middle of it and says, well, hold on here a minute. Maybe it's not quite that simple. But as I walk down towards the well here, I'm going to have the guys too start tearing up the beans here. Take what's left of them, even though the second field there I'm still getting the flowers in the beans, but most of it's dead. So basically time to take her down and start doing the same thing with the soil here. The mango beans are still looking pretty good, but again, if we don't get some rain or water here, and I've no longer got enough water to even be watering the veggies here that need it. So we're getting stuck between a kind of a rock and a hard place here. We're going to have to do what we can. There is the spot, best set of flour on it, where the witcher told us we should dig, and probably anywhere from 7 to 8 meters, which would be from 21 to 25, 26 feet. We should run in the water here, as he kind of followed the path of it down the hill here from up above. So hopefully he's correct. I don't know when and if we'll start on that. First thing we got to do is kind of figure out what we're going to do with all the dirt we dig out of the hole, and kind of go from there. So I'm going to kind of wander back up toward the house. Just wanted to show you because the internet here has been so lousy in uploading. I've had to really cut back on the videos here and just give you enough, and just kind of wanted to update you on what we did yesterday and what we're kind of be doing today with the garden. But it's time to start the cycle again of preparation in the garden and the composting in the garden, and more or less get ready for when and if the rain does return. If it does, and if it doesn't, we'll still be set, because even during the dry season we get a little bit of rain now and then, and to loosen the soil, so it basically the soil absorbs it instead of basically being so hard that it just runs off. I'd rather have the soil absorb the little bit of moisture that's there. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thanks for viewing. Like and subscribe, and God bless every one of you, and I'll be back again soon.